Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So today, let's take a look at the 2026 Kia Sportage. This is the XPRO Prestige. It's finished off in a glacier white pearl with the gloss black roof. MSRP is just over $41,000. So with this XPRO, you get the all-terrain wheels along with better ground clearance too. And then underneath the hood, this is powered by the 2.5-liter 4-cylinder. It's paired to the 8-speed automatic, pumps out 187 horsepower, 178 pound-feet of torque. This model here is all-wheel drive, so ground clearance is just over 8 inches. And as far as MPG goes, you're looking at 23 in the city and 26 out on the highway. Now, as far as being an off-road type vehicle for going camping, hiking, situations like that, this model also has the forward camera to give you additional visibility. You'll notice too a dark housing for all of the lighting that blends in very nicely with the grille, along with having this brushed trim accent for the upper section. There's also parking sensors, along with distance pacing sensor and fog lights too, tucked away nicely on both sides, where there's more gloss black for that entire lower section. Now this has those all-terrain tires along with the matte black wheels with a unique design. You'll notice plastic for the fender arches blends in nicely with all the gloss black and lower trim accents. There's also gloss black for the mirrors with a camera and a turn signal, and then everything from the window trim up is finished off in gloss black. Really nice Stormtrooper design with the white and black accents for the smaller vehicle. It's also on the badges too. There's a third brake light and wiper blade up top, LEDs, backup camera, parking sensors, and then the exhaust is tucked up nicely out of the way. So that way, if you are taking this off the pavement, you have a better departure angle too. Now this also has remote start. You can use the key fob for that and for the liftgate, or use that control underneath. Now, for this Sportage, this surprisingly has a good bit of cargo space. There's also a spare tire, and you can fold these seats down from back here, which is super helpful. There's also an area that you can place the cover, so if you install that, you have it, and a few tie-down hooks to secure items, along with this 12-volt on the driver's side. And then up top, you have one control to close the liftgate. And as we work our way to the interior, there's some wood trim accents, Harman Kardon for the audio, some storage down below, and then some soft touch materials. These seats will also lock in the down position, so just grab the release and that's how you can flip them up. Where these have a unique design with this V pattern running down the insert. And then at 5'10", I have a good bit of space. There's a storage pocket, vents, more storage, there's some auxiliaries within the seats, and then there's also the armrest with cup holders. And at my height, I have plenty of room, and these seats recline a very good bit. So for this smaller vehicle, it is super practical for full-size adults to ride around, and you still have a lot of cargo space. Now this also has memory seating adjustments, the window controls, lock and unlock, and then storage down below, and the power operating front seats. Now as we start this up, really cool design for the steering wheel, finished off in leather. On this left side, cruise control settings are laid out very nicely. There's also another control to go through the digital gauge cluster, where there's quite a lot of information to scroll through. So there's all of these stats and vitals to monitor, just depending on what you would like to bring up. You also have different driving modes. So the left side is going to be your on-road modes, so you can go through those. And then the right control is going to be the off-road modes, just depending on the terrain that you are in. There's also mode, voice commands, a favorites button, and then volume and tuning. There's traction control with the e-brake, the rear liftgate, a dimmer switch, one air vent and wood trim. And then with the infotainment system, it is touchscreen, so you can use it to swipe through all of these widgets here and get into these as needed. You can also use this control panel down below. Currently, it's on the climates, so you have temperature dials on both sides, fan speeds in the middle where you like the air to go. If you push on this upper arrow, now we have the controls for the screen. So you can get into home, pull up your map, you can get into favorites for the steering wheel, you have setup, and then power and volume and tuning are the dials now on the outside. So it's very easy to toggle between both of those systems. You have air vents above that, wireless charging and auxiliaries, heated and ventilated seats, a heated steering wheel, and then the 360 camera system, which is not only beneficial for normal day-to-day driving, but again, if you happen to take this off the pavement, you can go through all of these angles here and really see where you are and what's around the vehicle. Super helpful to have. You can also shift using the shifter down below. Now there's a downhill assist, auto hold, shortcut to the camera system, engine start stop, parking sensors, and then if you don't want the cup holders, you have a little bit more space, or you can pop those out as needed. There's a 12 volt in the armrest, plenty of storage in the glove box, and then the rear view, dome lights, and controls for the sunroof and sunshade. And then here's a look at visibility, where very easy to see, even with this smaller vehicle. And with it in sport mode, we'll use the shifter down below from second gear. Here we go. And we can easily get up to speed. Now the shifter here is probably not something you're going to be using every single day, but you could use this if you're going off the pavement. You can use it to hold a gear just to carry your momentum better in some of those situations and use it as needed. But this is what it's like to be behind the wheel for the Kia Sportage, where this also has that camera system within the gauge cluster. So when you put on your turn signal, this will not only help you to see some things that are close to the vehicle, but it's also better for any blind spots you may have while you're merging onto the highway, things like that. You have an additional view, which for the price is some great technology to see for this model. And I've done a little bit of highway driving, but mainly some city driving here, where it is very comfortable. This would make for a great daily driver, and one that's not overcomplicated either. You have all the tech features that you need, and that is about it. So some very nice amenities, especially for its price, and this model here, which is almost fully loaded, basically at the top of the trim spectrum for the Sportage. I will say it would be nice if it had a digital rear view mirror. I was just in the Sorento, which did have that. I'm not sure if any of the Sorrentos have that, but other than that, all the rest of the tech is definitely very nice. And that is going to wrap it up for the 2026 Kia Sportage X Pro. Once again, huge shout out to Planet Kia for providing this for me today. Take a look at their website, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and consider smashing that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with our daily uploads. I will see you all in the next video.